Hey, Steve for LATV. Real world answers, advice, and anecdotes to move you along in your real estate ambition. Today's episode is actually one of my top, it's one of the questions that a lot of people don't ask, but I know they're thinking it. And here's the topic. Steve, you say that it costs very little or nothing to get into this business. How much does it really cost? And here's my favorite way to answer it. There's kind of two good ways to answer this question, and they're opposite extremes. The first one is, let's say you found $1 million in your pants. There's one way. And another way, the opposite extreme, is I don't have any money, but I really want to get started. I've done a very lengthy video on this exact topic where I use both of these extremes, but for the purposes of LATV, I'm going to short and sweet answer it for you. Here's what I want you to do if you have $1 million laying around. I want you to go buy some fantastic 40-acre properties west of the Mississippi. You should be able to afford about 250 of them. Jill and I typically try not to pay more than $4,000 for a 40, which is about $100 an acre. She comes in closer to $1,000 per property. So $1 million is going to buy about 250 properties, and then I want you to go out all over the internet and sell them on terms. Here's a quick and dirty math. $250 a property at $200 a month, $200 down, $200 a month. That's $50,000 a month for the next, I don't know, 20 years, 25 years. Again, the short math on that is you quintuple your money. Now here's the answer to the question. That's fantastic for somebody who found $1 million in their suit, but I've got some spare change that I found on the couch. What should I do? Jill and I have a whole program about optioning property. In super condensed version, it's this. You send out a mailer, a bunch of people call you back, and they're real interested in selling their property. But guess what? They're not interested in selling it for 50 cents like you want to buy it. They're interested in selling a 40-acre property for, I don't know, $7,000. So what we do is we option it. Fantastic, Mrs. Jones. $7,000 it is, but I can't pay you today. I'm going to put the property in my marketing machine, ask you to sign an agreement, and when somebody buys it for $12,000, I'm happy to pay you $7,000. And how much does that cost you? Nothing. Jill and I have literally sold thousands and thousands of properties this way. And when you really get into the business, it's a natural fit, because a lot of the people are going to call you back after you send this mailer out, and they're just going to sign it, and they're going to accept the numbers that you're asking, or you're going to negotiate a smaller number. But just as many people are going to call you back, and they're going to say, I think you're maybe a few $1,000s off, and I'm not willing to budge. And that's when you exercise what we call an option. So what's the answer? Hey, it really doesn't cost any money to get started in this business. I started Landstay, our sister company, our land company, in 1999 for $500. Hey, this is Steve for Land Academy. Thanks very much for listening to LATV once again. Join us in another episode where I talk about a real common question we get. Steve, let's cut to the chase. Which county should I start in to make the most money? Thanks again. Hey, Steve with LATV, welcome back. Answers to fuck. I know, Jill, it's hard because I swear to God, no one believes that you don't need any money to start in this business.